Hello and welcome to Combined Counters, yeah, episode 1, well, episode 2 really, yeah, I used to sort of call the original one, now we really need to do this, it's the only way you're going to ever see what you're scanning, really, with this giant that we've got, yeah, you'll never, I don't think you'll see it. No, it's got to be that one, which then it's quite difficult to actually see what you're scanning because it sort of overscans, as you can see. It's difficult to sort of see, especially bearing in mind how big the map is. So this is going to be fun, not right. I am going to time lapse this because it's going to work. It's going to take a while, I should say. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. think that is it. It is. Wow. Yeah, so the grass is not grown properly. So if we're going to get a call, it's going to be late. Obviously, we're going to rip a lot of these up. But for now, yeah, we sort of also got to find... Aha, this one leads right into the farmyard. Yeah, it's a little bit complicated. Now, we may, for this episode, for convenience, it really would be useful. It would actually. We have our first piece of equipment back. We're not going to buy the animals until obviously there's a lot of work to do. There always is on the farm when that's field scanning done. Made, you could say it's easy with this big one, but then again, actually, I found that rather complicated in a way. It's good, both good and bad. So, yeah, not all good. Right, so then, I think we're going to grab a bit of lime. We'll be over here. We did sort of see it. So I think we will, for now, sort of use the convenience of the 822Ds, literally, because it is terribly convenient. We could try and send someone down to the shop. It isn't that far. I suppose we could do that as well. That is definitely true too. It's a bumper pull. Who is the fastest? Because this is the tractor we really need. As much as it may appear that this is not an important part of the team, it really is an important part of the team. Now, where is the... I'm sure we can see it. I'm sure we can see it somewhere. Because it is only when you've got all your equipment spread out like this that you really realise how much equipment you have actually got. When it's sort of strewn in sheds and things like that. Well, I can see everything bar the one we want, but we can really take this little butte, stick its back, which is just to the left, and it is true. Where is the... He'll be somewhere around. Yeah, we did oh, it'll be down at the BGA. Of course it will. Yes, that it was one of the first we rescued, because he was swirling around. So yes, that'll be where he is. Fantastic. Let's see if the rumbler can make... Now this has got the AI. You have to switch this on for this particular mod. It doesn't work naturally. So let's set this going and see how the AI splines are, because it is a brand new map. It is indeed. Also, yeah, we aren't forgetting that we have the shop's telehandler with us here somewhere, and they even got the he's ready, so this can go back or go to. Because although this appears to be ours, wink wink, and it is really, we all know that, but it's not as well. It's always conventional. Otherwise, I would have to pay the cash, and it really is for the shop. So, although it is sort of for us as well, you could say, yeah, it's a double whammy, really, isn't it? So then, let's take a right, go down to the end, and this is going to be fun, isn't it? We may have to widen our, going big, we may have to widen our gate posts. Probably not going to get very far. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Not really. It's not really going to help it swinging wide. It just is as long as it is, but it might do. Go slowly enough. Speed is the enemy of turning. So you can do it. Yeah, we did it with the other one at Ebony Island. That had some real tight turns, so... Of course, the workers don't understand this concept. Oh, of course, the rear end pops out, doesn't it? It's sort of not as easy as Yeah, it's strange with reversing. Your rear end with a long vehicle sort of pops out as well, so it's a double whammy. You've got to not only go tight, but you've also halfway through your manoeuvre got to start avoiding the back, clocking the where you're turning. I don't think we ought to risk the workers with this. We shall crack on and go up to the shop, pick up some of our fellow workers. All my life, that's one that escaped a little bit, obviously, the confines of the BGA when we did our resetting. I believe we turn left at the end. Yeah, I do love the idea that Cavalier always had. Now then, which one do we want? No, down here. We want to be taking this left turn, actually. So being as just such a long vehicle, now it seems like a good idea to turn. We should drop the telehandler off at his new home, because we have got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of liming and fertilising and all that type of stuff. A bit of seeding, I'm thinking. A bit of canola. I think the field that's empty will get that cracking. I could really do with sort of like, but the team's all over the place, so it's a bit of a chaos theory taking over, which sort of throws a bit of a spanner in the works for order. Yeah, if you know where everything is and everything's, I was going to set the grass fields, mowing that one, but I thought, well, it's a bit of a hill, and by that I mean a lot. I really do mean it's a lot, not a little. Right, so then I'm not sure where at all. This oh my life, it's a little bit close, Mr. Smith. It really was. I would imagine. Yeah, we know this one, it never opens, does it? This model of the shop doesn't open, and we've seen the that what's on offer. Beautiful though they are, we will say no thank you very much. Yeah, right, so then we will take a big bag of lime to start. We will just one, I think so, because the holes is just stupendously good. If we ever get to it, we'll get some stones though. Or are we gonna pick some stones up? No, that's the mineral. That's not. It's still good, but it's not as good as the ones that we actually buy from the multicraft greenhouses. Which is, I think we're only going to need 2 road salts. Having tined this a lot, I think one will do. I've never used one yet completely. Stones, I think 3. If we're going to make a bit of lime ourselves, not for selling. Let's be fair. Pallets, we want. Yeah, we do want actually to buy. Oh no, we've got the def already. We treat ourselves, didn't we? Herbicide. We know we're making it now. Bought the def. I would say we probably need rather a lot. I would say so. I really would. Now I'd say, a chicken food. Probably not a bad idea, actually. Some, because we've got absolutely nothing. Obviously, because we've moved, basically. I think it's back a little. I think we've gone past what we need. We want, we chicken feed for now. Right, smashing. Is it going back? looks like to me. It does look like it. It was a very large car park. We did see that. It's a very interesting shop. Very interesting. Now we could use the in residence one for once. Oh, not really. But we could for most of it. That is true. Oh, the trouble is, you say that. This is the limitations of these type of ones. They can only like do one at a time. We're gonna get some mineral feed whilst we're down here. I think we'll see how this. Yeah, one job at a time. We'll jump in ahead. As is my one. Mr. Efficiency is already like going through. Now then. Yes, first thing is to push them all together. Really probably do the weight. We'll do a few more than this, but just really get slow. So chicken food is not as important as all of the rest. I think we can get all of this on if I'm being totally truthful. I will time lapse this though, because there's going to be quite a bit on this, because I said we want to get so much work done on these first episodes. It's a big farm sort of straight away, because we're sort of taken straight up from. I didn't want. I told you we needed a weight. Yeah, if we lived in two like this all the time, it's very heavy. As you can see by this thing wanting to fall, just a bit thought of what it's lifting. It should be fine now. If it collapses, it doesn't really matter. That's it. Right, it's time-lapse time. It is. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the site. Right, I think that's all of the fields that are actually, yeah, there's two or three, but about three fields, and there's the grass field that we've got everything on, so that one's going to have to get missed. It's been a big ruler, though. They're big fields, they are. This is not like the Ebony Island ones. These are sort of like two or three of those put together, so yeah, this is going to be challenging. Still, we've not been nasty. But we did get to the stage. I mean, our little fields on Ebony Island, we grew into fields like this. So, yeah, it's sort of is nice as well. The other beautiful thing is that Cavalier Roy left a very nice present. Yeah, if you look at the nitrogen, it's perfect everywhere. It's a good farmer. It's true, yeah. It's very rare you go on that you usually have to do everything. It was only after the second field I got on and I thought, hang on, it's at 100%. What's this about? And I realised I was paying wages for an unnecessary thing. I've tried to make the field entrances make sense with our farm. Yeah, not changed many of them, but a few that I have. I tweaked there was a gap in the fence. We'd not put animals in, so obviously the previous farmer had not quite, yeah, something had happened and the fence had fallen down or something, so we fixed it. We've got the production shed and we've filled the gap, shall we say. Yeah, so that's all good now. Fed the two horses. We will be going into them bigger, we will. You notice that the daily riding is at 50% already. Said our stable hand has been hard at work. Yeah, I did say we've got a stable hand. I've always thought, not being nasty, that one was a lot of people used to get bent out of shape out of the horse riding mod. And again, it is. I know it's terrible if you're on console. Horses are not really a viable option, really, especially if you were going to do, say, 16. Can you imagine? And I've got to be honest, I'm yeah with you on this. That to literally physically take 5 minutes of your time times 16 every single month is hard. There should be. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do understand why it's to put you to put the effort in, but that's the kind of effort that's like a little bit too much, or really. Although I suppose you could argue that it's like tilling the fields, but can you imagine doing that on top of everything else? It is difficult. So what it really means is if you've got to do that, you like Mr. CDP, you'll probably have two horses. You're not going to go 16. It's just too much effort. It's too hard, too large a commitment to manage to do it. So yeah, I think there should be a riding mod to signify the truth that there really is someone on your farm that you're employing to actually ride the horses, which, let's be honest, that's what happens. Yeah, you can't do everything. You're not an island. If you'd only got 16 horses, if all you did all day was you were just a ranch, that's a different matter. But I mean, obviously, we're playing Farming Simulator, so in the game, it would be the most boring Let's Play ever if all you did was, yeah, I mean, most people would like it to be entertainment as well. So, right, yeah, this is the one that we've made. Thought it made more sense that we sort of, especially with it being an intersection as well. I thought obviously these fields suit us to do this really, and there's a couple of back entrances. Yeah, so I haven't done the ones that haven't got anything put in, because if we're going to like sow these, plant these, seed these, whatever, yeah, then obviously we'll line them that day. We've done almost all, apart from the grass field. I think that's one of the few grass fields that's actually ready to cut. I think. I'm almost sure it was for the third grass stage. Yeah, you can see by the green. If you look on the left and then on the right, the one on the left second, the one on the right's the golden green, the beautiful golden green. So I think what I'm going to do, it does sort of make sense in a way, but we sort of take a little tiny bit of this field off, but I don't know how we're going to do it, whether, imagine, I suppose, yeah, it's, no, not now, no, but we will, yeah, let me just do a bird's eye view. Not only really, probably the headlands. We'd probably take the headlands and maybe paint a tiny touch so that it's an increased headland just a little bit, just here, so that it sort of widens out naturally for the production shed. And maybe I might put the I'll show you, because it's, oh, I nearly had it then, it nearly popped, but yeah, the homebrewed, yes, the other thing that we're very likely to use, and it is a chugger. It is. It's not a beast of one. There's very little room to stick anything in the farm. That it's very well thought out. And if you start sticking things in this, jutting things out in the middle, you are going to regret it. So maybe we took something here. But the Death's Pledge one, it's got a front and a back. And although I very rarely do the back, it still needs to be left open. So yeah, there's no room here. We need to get into here. Small silo, pigsty, large cow farm. It's actually connected to now. The good thing is, though, I don't know. Yeah, it's true. It might get the manure appearing here. So we are obviously going to go animals. We also might do our own food for the pigs. I'm going to see if there's a pig mixer. I'm quite sure there is, because we've got sorghum. I just thought, yeah, I don't want to just suddenly end it. We've got sorghum, which is the same as corn. We could, and we've got a lot of grass, really a lot of grass to begin with. 480, isn't 488 grass as well? That just hasn't grown yet. Yeah, it has. So I don't think I limed that one, did I? No, we did. Yeah, we did actually. Wow. Yeah, so that's not grown yet, but that's grass. Everything's nitrogened. Everything bar those that haven't got anything in. Those two are both needing ploughing, or no, they'd been done, but they needed seeding, and this one has got all of the equipment in. So yeah, well, not all of it now. We've got a goodly amount in the farmyard. So yeah, we've moved it all until you do that, and then you can see there's a shed load of stuff. Not sure if the farmyard's going to be big enough for us. We might have to sort of take over a bit of one of the other fields. Looking at it, yeah, maybe 487's not a bad one. It's sort of central and fans out, really. Or a bit of 491. We could do that little bit there, because that's the one where we roll into that field and might make an entrance. That it made a bit of sense. I don't think that, I think there is, yeah, I'm not sure. There's something around that area where I sort of thought, I think that needs a bit more. So we're going to refine it a little, but not a lot. Only to make sense to our farm. Yeah, because some of the entrances were a long way away, based upon other sort of requirements. And obviously we've got this beautiful arrangement where we can do what we've been allowed to do by Cavalier. So it's quite amazing. So yes, I'm quite happy. I do think we may put a proper gate in here, because this fits perfectly. That's the last thing we're going to do on this session, is to install a gate. Yeah, because there's you can cut 2 posts, which I think is about right for a gate, I would say. Might go a bit wider, but we can easily stick. It's a bit tricky to use, this is. A bit more tricky than a normal chainsaw, but I'll get used to it. I do, yeah, it's Star Wars, so yeah, so we can, yeah, it has opened it up, but I think, no, I'm not going to say anything, I don't think anything, that's just sticking in. So, are we going inwards or outwards? That is the real question. Now, which one are we going to use? No, they're really tiny. They're big, but they look odd for cows. What about a bit of a posh one like this? Opens inwards on the cows. Gonna need to turn around then. Opens outwards to the vehicle. That's a bit bad though, but yeah, let's try and do it central. It's not bad. Is that is going to open inwards on the cows? Oh well, you You'd have to be careful, wouldn't you? We know that. But be careful because it does make the bond a red, which then means, yeah, like that. It's not going to work. Yeah, it'll cause some sort of mod clash or something if you do that, so sort of try to go past it a little like that, so it's sort of, but you can't really see how big the gap is. You sort of need to sort of do it like that, just go past it, but as best you can. It looks very posh, it does, actually. Very posh. Let's have a look again this side. Past that a little tiny bit, like, oh, it's not going red. That's fantastic. Oh. What happened there? Did I do? Oh, I bet I've just. I bet I dragged everything through, didn't I? Right, that's more like it. That's what I really intended on doing. I could have sworn. I'm going to have to check it out, and I'm sure I did that right. I'm sure we went only from there to there. So that's a bit weird. And it would have charged us correctly, of course. Yeah, that's not a bad place for that to go either. I thought that was perfect. It's not terribly wide, but there's enough room to just put a bit. Obviously, we've got to put the backs on the lorries, those attaches, and all the rest of it. So there's a lot of work to do. But we have made a start, and we have PH'd everything. And I think, looking at that all of those fields. Oh, no, that's no, it is. Yeah, that means they just. Oh no, it's grass, isn't it? Yeah, cool. That scared the living daylight out of me. Yeah, that's 471. Oh, canola. That isn't. That is ready. Yeah, so canola, the canola field is really ready. Yeah, whereas everything else is not, apart from the grass, which there's only one that is actually ready. So canola field needs harvesting next session quickly. It does. We'll grab 2 harvesters onto that and we'll get that done. But yeah, this is the end of the second session on this fantastic map. At least we've not been here before. That's the thing. Even if you've been on the map, sort of, as in we've sort of been on all of them, but not this map because it's sort of an amalgamation. So it's. And also, I always think if you go on a map and it's a completely different place, it's still a completely different experience. So for me, this is brand spanking new. So I hope you'll join me again on the next session, because we have got a lot of work to do and we've got to decide what productions we're going to use and all that type of stuff. What businesses we're chasing. Are we going to continue as we left off on Ebony Islands, or are we going to do something different? I'm going to try to work with the map. I always say that if the map's got things that are special, we really should work with it. This is 4 maps, so we really do need to look at what is special. We'll have a good look next session, although maybe after we've harvested. Yeah, I also think we'll probably seed some canola in the fields that haven't. Yeah, because oils are always good. You can never. Yeah, so it's this very month. We could do. Ooh, oats have got a fantastic window. Got horses. Not that we need that much, but yeah, it would be nice to do some oats for the horses to sort of be self-sufficient. That in itself is good. If we're going to sort of be more of a livestock, and we are arable, although by the amount of fields, I don't know that we can truthfully say that we're not an arable farmer as well. But I suppose if you were trying to feed all of your animals all of the time, then you would need a lot. So yeah. So, I am sticking my hook. Hope you join me next session. Thank you very much for watching, and truly do hope. No, I'm going to repeat myself when I say that. I'm going to say goodbye for now.